everyone. So week four's discussion question, I'm starting with number one. How have your job searches mirrored or deviated from the process advised by the authors? Is the advice useful, and discuss why or why not? So on page 52, they talk about the whole job seeking or career seeking pattern or process, which includes exploring, researching, applying, interviewing, and follow-up and negotiating. Under exploring, there is self-exploration. So, just kind of evaluating yourself. What are your interests? What are your goals and priorities? Those things. And then career exploration. So shadowing, interning at potential careers, as well as research openings. Then they list also career center options, like at your college, career consulting, and career placement. So my goal and my career that I've chosen is health coach. The process to which I kind of got there was not exactly, somewhat what they talked about, especially the self-exploration part. Also in the book on page 135, there's kind of in that gray text questions to help you explore your career. So those are kind of things that, without knowing this list or whatever, but things I was processing when making the decision on which career to choose, as well as if I should go back to school or not. The questions are like, what are my greatest strengths? What are my greatest weaknesses? What kind of organization do I want to work for? What do I know about it? Where do I really want to work? Why do I want to change jobs? What do I expect for a salary? Where do I see myself going in the next few years, and what makes me stronger? So anyway, those were questions that I was processing in my mind. I was at a place, so I'd been a stay-at-home mom for many, many years, and then I went back to work, and my job, I just felt like it wasn't super stable, yet it was something I wanted to keep doing. So I made a decision like a couple of years ago, that, or a year and a half, that it was important to me if I'm gonna give the time and that sacrifice of my time to working, that it should be worthwhile. So I wanted to be making money that I felt valued doing that, as well as could provide for my needs and my family's needs, and also that I could like really get enthusiastic about and be excited about, especially if I was going to school to do that. So I wanted it to be something that really did have my interest. So that's how I chose my career of choice. And I didn't really do any career or job shadowing or interning, but the job I do is similar in that, so I work for the WIC program as a breastfeeding peer counselor, which is kind of like coaching. I'm hoping for being able to coach a wider genre of people, a wider demographic. So I work with pregnant moms and breastfeeding moms, and I just want to be able to have a broader, spectrum of people that I can work with. So yeah, there's some similarities and differences. I do think these are all great ideas in the book, and I would like to, job shadow or even talk to someone who is a health coach, especially for, a company that I've investigated by using the internet, and I found some jobs that really pique my interest and are kind of goals that I'm working towards. So anyway, I think that's useful. Then number two, discuss strengths and weaknesses of this process. Sorry, actually, I changed my mind. I was gonna do my negotiating experience. So I didn't negotiate when I was hired, but about a year and a half or 2 years into my job, I did do some negotiating. So I formally submitted an email request to my manager. I explained that so a job came open that was very similar to my job, but yet was listed as, I think, $1.50 or $2 more than I was getting plus benefits. So I did write a formal email to my manager requesting that my pay be reviewed. I hadn't received an increase since I had been there, or anything that was, actually substantial. And so I just thought, I listed how I thought my job was similar to the one that was posted, and that my experience and qualifications would match that. And so what ended up happening is that they offered me that job. So it turned out kind of weird in that I was really just asking for more pay. Instead, I got more hours with better pay. And then eventually the two do match. But so I was working 20 hours. Actually, I was working a little less than that, and it wasn't like guaranteed. And now I have like a full position, so I'm an FTE of 0.75, and they can't take that away from me. So it's in a contract, and I have benefits, and so a lot of good things happened from that. Plus, I am getting more experience because the other job, although it's similar to what I do, it is broader. So I'm really happy with how things turned out. And I did have to kind of go out on a limb. I really do like how the process is explained in our text, and I could learn a lot from that. But what I did actually did work too, so that was good. And yeah, anyway, that's my experience. Thanks.